We did watch this Kevin Hart first episode, right? Live in person. Shout out to Netflix for inviting us. That was a whole thing.
We
because
sort of all watched it.
We did.
Kind of not all of us.
Well, first of all,
COVID protocol.
First of all,
somebody.
Jada had to perform that night with Mary in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
So you got the invite, you weren't there.
Sheek was just like calling me, being like, "Yo, you have to be there at 7:00. Like, you have to be there outside. Like, meet me outside."
Yeah, wait for me. I'm gonna pull up.
I sent you downstairs. Eric had already been downstairs.
Yep. You were like, go reserve the seats, like take my jacket, go like lay him across. And I meet Sheek by the bar. What Netflix does for one of these events is they send you a home kit. You got to take the home kit within 48 hours.
Urgent care said I was good.
Yeah.
Like, I'd gone to doctors.
You got
they were
a
like,
negative
"You're
test?
good." Yeah.
Yeah.
And you was acting funny when the guy was asking you about your status and stuff. You was
I wasn't acting
you
funny.
was like stalling a little. I'm like, what's
No.
wrong? I'm like, yo,
I had a test.
shit.
I showed them the test. They asked me, was it in the morning or in the at night? I said,
I
I
was
was
in
like,
the morning. You was talking
like,
like
no.
weird. I swear you was.
So I went downstairs. I do the test. I'm waiting. I'm with friends. Like, they're all people I know. Fraser from GQ, who had just interviewed you guys. Low-key was there.
Yeah.
And so I'm just sitting, and then my test comes up.
Place COVID.
My test came up
Shit,
Whoever
positive.
had COVID,
man, and you knew that
whoever
shit.
had COVID
Kissed
that
me on my
day,
fucking-
he gave it to him. It's him.
My test
Kiss me
comes
on my
up.
fucking cheek. The fuck out of here.
My test comes up positive, and they treated me like I was like patient zero. They snatched me out of there. They put me in a private elevator. They were like, "Don't talk to anybody. Just get out of here." I'm like, all right.
You're just like, yo, bring me my jacket. Like, I'm outside waiting.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right.
My man Jeff crazy.
So
Yeah.
I'm with these
was
guys,
crazy.
and I'm like, I can't just dip with his jacket. So I'm like, yo, so Jeff texted, and he tested positive for COVID. And Sheek is like, that motherfucker was standing way too close to me.
He
He's like,
gave me a
trying
hug
to
and all kind
assassinate
of
me.
friendly
Yo,
greetings when I seen him.
yo,
So she never did this to me.
yo,
Get the
you were
fuck
like, he
outta
knew
here.
it the whole time. And Styles just goes, not Jeff! Not Jeff! So I'm walking up the stairs with your jacket, right? I give it to you. I'm like, yo, I mean, sorry about this. And you're like, it's all right. I go back downstairs. They're like, I can't, of all the people, of everybody, it was Jeff. You're like, you were like, we're going to start calling him Jeffvid.
Jeffvid.
Kevin Hart, and the guy who did Narcos, they start to speak, and all of a sudden I look to my left, and Sheek got his phone out, and he starts FaceTiming Jeff, right? While they're speaking up there, and he was just like, you motherfucker. He's like, right into the camera. He's just like, you knew it the entire time.
I felt like he knew it.
Yo.
Yeah.
Playing COVID, trying to give us COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it felt like
Crazy.
he knew it, or like it was almost up, but you
Fucking
knew you
Jeff
wasn't supposed to
Yo,
come
by
outside.
the way, I could hear none of what you were saying.
What?
So I'm like trying to entertain you like on FaceTime, and you're like, I'm like walking home.
Going along with it.
Yeah.
Sheek
my
is
lips said, "You motherfucker."
is yelling at Jeff on FaceTime, passing the phone through me to Styles for him to yell at Jeff.
Yeah, this is like the longest FaceTime. I understand no words that are coming from any
Kevin
of your
Hart
mouth.
is trying to tell you from the bottom of his soul like what this project means, and you're just like, motherfucker, trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Like, after the episode, you sort of like retired back to the bar, and you know, like Sheek's like, I'm gonna go back to the studio. Styles just got back from this trip. I'm like, I was out late the night before. Like, end of the night, we're like, yo, we all agree. We're just like, yo, let's just dip. By the time we got outside, it wasn't raining when you were leaving.
I walked home.
Yeah, you were fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was pouring rain. It was pouring rain.
Rally round.
And
dog.
Styles is like, yo.
I never get
Told them.
Styles was
Holy
like, yo,
shit.
E, you got to go get us a yellow cab. And I was like, totally understand what you're saying. Every cab first was like passing us by, so I'm like, all right, let's go up to 57th. We'll have a better like, you know,
Intersection.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like cars going both ways. You were the only smart one, by the way.
I
You
was
were
around under that thing.
waiting under
Yeah.
a fucking awning. Me, soaked. And everyone, when we tell this story, everyone's like, yo, why didn't
I
you get an
have no
Uber?
idea.
Styles did look on the app, and he was like $50 to go, because you parked over on the West Side Highway.
Dog, I would have paid that.
Literally a mile away.
Yeah, but it was a wait too.
It was a wait for 20 minutes.
Nobody was coming.
$50 and a 20-minute
Kiss.
wait. In
Well,
a
it's
park
raining.
over there.
It's
He gonna say something about the cab
pouring.
though. When the cab
so finally one cab does pull up. By the way, like one of those minivan cabs, so there's enough room for like all of us. Wait, the guy comes over and fucking smiles. And then these two guys run towards him. I'm like, yo, come on.
That
They run.
motherfucking
This
cab
guy
did a
fucking
wheelie.
floored it.
that
took
cab
off.
did a wheelie out of there.
And Styles just looks at me and he's just like,
Told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it
First
is.
time
That's
witnessing
the black
that shit.
experience.
That motherfucker was not letting us in. He ran through a
Horrible.
red light and everything.
Horrible,
He had
yeah.
to get to us because
Yeah.
yo, he didn't see me around the corner of our cave. Styles start walking towards it. He didn't
Thought
have
that
the
was
door
last
open for
day of
you.
his life.
That nigga flew through the whole intersection.
Yo,
Said, damn.
so we're all like, well,
cocksucker.
now what, right? Like, Uber's not a situation.
Yes.
Yellow cab's not a situation.
Jadakiss with us.
Styles is
Oh
like,
my God.
Styles goes, fuck it. We're walking. And I was like, all
I
right.
do this, Louch. I was gonna stop, get something to eat, and light up all the way. But
was.
you don't know. He's saying like I don't know how many miles or whatever it is, but it was a lot, dog.
It wasn't a lot.
Yo,
of
No,
miles.
it was like a lot.
It wasn't.
It
a
was
lot of
raining
miles,
and cold.
dog.
We walked from.
It was point.
Did it?
Oh, yeah.
We
It was
walked to the West Side
0.8.
Highway.
Yo,
It was 0.8 miles, man.
Yo.
It was
Oh,
almost
but
a
it was-
mile.
Jada.
It was a lot, dude.
Jada. Oh, and by the way, like you're walking up hills,
Yeah,
down hills, all that
and
shit.
red lights
Yo,
and traffic
complaining
and-
the entire
Where's
time.
uphill and downhill?
Yeah, it's Manhattan. What are we talking about?
No,
You see
No.
what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it
Jeff?
is.
This is crazy.
It's uphill and then just goes down.
They,
And-
that's why I'm walking with them. This is what I'm going through. Uphill,
He said, yo,
downhill.
I'm
like a
down. I'm
treadmill.
I'm by the
It's like
highway,
city
Louch.
blocks.
I said, I'm thinking, like,
Yo,
that shit
Styles,
was. I want to say,
we were
Yeah,
crying
like-
laughing. This shit was so fucking funny.
They made it like we was on some fucking journey, and I told them. They asked me where are you parked. I said, "What was my answer?"
You
by
said
the
West Side
highway.
Highway.
I said,
as
"By
far-
the
Or
West
like
Side
really
Highway."
right
Yeah,
there, Louch.
as
Like,
far
right there,
away.
nigga.
The
Yeah.
amount of dumb
Where you
shit
wanna
that we've
put
been
it.
through, at a certain point you accept it. You're just like, yo, this is like, we
Yeah.
just live dumb shit. But I was like, yo, now with the fucking kings of verses, right? Fucking, legends in this game who were the center of attention
Yeah.
in a room with Kevin Hart and Matthew Broderick.
Word.
I was like, you guys are on my level now. We're all fucking
Word.
walking through
Yo,
the rain,
we
like
walk.
fucking, calves burning.
Yeah.
I kept telling you, yo, you could go, dog, because I know you could get home.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
I
you
kept
did.
saying, I
You
know
could
you
get
could get any
Yo.
cab anytime. He said, no, I'm a troop. I'm going to stick it out with y'all.
Team player.
Yeah,
Team player.
You
Team
hard
player.
for that.
Same play.
Yeah.
He walked
All the
dumb
way.
far with us.
Yep.
Drenched.
Yo,
0.8
got-
miles apparently.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uphill,
pissed.
downhill, no lights.
But we
Niggas
saw
was soaked. He smelled like a wet Great Dane. He was soaked. He
was
got in the
soaked.
car with us, man.
Yo, by the way, I had a great night. I had a great night.
you, Jeff.
I
Really
got good food. I was chilling. I watched Seinfeld at home.
Yeah,
I had a great
you
night.
didn't get wet, none of that.
None,
None of
nothing.
that, yeah,
I had a
yeah.
great night.